We return to the Czech Republic in the Trout Union Cup spring stage of 2015 on the banks of Bechva and to Alaska, Missouri. As a chronicle of the tournament has been already written in reports and articles, we decided to dedicate this part of the film to interviews and reflections on the theme of what determines success. Socrates ironically said how much is known about any nonsense and nothing about fishing, what can be considered trifles, and what good angling depends on, what makes fishing successful in the conditions of competition. We got two Slovakian anglers after the first day of competition. Peter Hornak and Juraj Václavík both played in the Zone D and respectively took the second and the first place.
For me it was very good that I get on a very good place. It was, I think, the number 7 up the stream. There was quite really a lot of fish in the water, and it was every throw maybe 5-6 trouts attacked my bite, so it was really very easy to catch a lot of fish, and this was very good round for me. The second one I had not so good running to the sector. I catch, I think, 6 fish, I don't know exactly. It was a little bit difficult. They don't want to take every bite that I catch them, so it was very difficult to choose the correct bite for them. The best was really the rubber bite. This was the second leg. The third one, it was very hard for me, but the lucky was that I catch 2 very fast fish. I think it was first 3 throws and I have 2 fish, and then the rest 40 minutes I have no another fish. And the last one, it was very funny. We were together with my colleague. We were next to each other, and we catch a lot of fish. It was very good.
A felicitous remark. An incredible bite catches the first start in this zone will be remembered for many. For 2, Slovakian sportsmen caught 10 fish. Initially, I oriented myself to fish at a close range, say out of the fish, but it was incorrect. Therefore, I switched to catching medium and long range, and it worked. If in the first 15 minutes I caught nothing, then trout started to bite like a machine gun. When it became clear that this sector has nothing to take, I just moved to another. In the second round, I was able to take a very good sector and caught 10 trout. In the last 2 rounds, my start number and luck provided me with fishy sector, so that it was possible not to run a lot. Then we didn't know that we had a talk with the winner of the tournament in the individual competition, but need to mention his calm and thorough approach in fishing. Everybody knows the teamwork of Slovakian delegation, and their example help us hold forth about things that affect the result of contest. According to the experience of similar competitions, the victory is supplied by work of a trio, angler, coach and dispatcher. Each of them has its own obligation. The angler must have skills, dispatcher has to ensure communication between the angler and the coach, and the coach has to determine the tactics that should be kept by all the team members. Slovakian team has got all these elements. Many believe that the 2 prizes in the individual and team competition are not only personal achievements of anglers and dispatchers' tips, but clear instruction from the coach, so that everyone can catch his fish while working towards a team goal, because a perfect individual result loses its value if teammates finish with zeros. This is called the team tactics. It does not appear suddenly, and looking at the Slovakian team, it comes out of regular work and team training under the coach guidance. Now dispatchers, the value of them on River Bechva was really high according to objective reasons. The zone was delimited in a fun way. There were big sectors in it, sometimes huge and really hard to orientate. Second start, I had a relatively good starting number, but still no idea which way to run. This is the last round. Do not know where to go, but if there will be 3 sectors, I gonna run downstream, cause there are cross currents in most spots for fish parks. Indeed, a big sector in the area of steady flow is difficult to comprehend, as well as the rapid section with the unknown bottom contour. Czech sportsmen know their home river by heart, where there is the jets, the reefs or pits and so on. By the way, debonair Joseph Fulton explains river character before the next start. Those who spend only few hours a day on beach ride at official training may feel slightly confused. Of course, the experienced anglers are able to read the river and find the right places.
We are in sector A, so here water is very different. Every box is different because we have a very large number of boxes where water is steady and with waterfalls and then with the stream. So it is a very interesting because the fish is everywhere, but it is interesting where she hides. That's very interesting because some people caught it where I think that the fish never stands. So yes, in this third round I found fish and I easily catch it. It is I must continue that to have a good result.
That's right, but still, the conditions of trout stream competition, where every minute counts, an angler need more eyes looking for the fishy sector. I managed to have a look at what bait my neighbor used in my previous sector. I spent 2 days for accommodating to the fish and conditions. 2 days, that's the cost of dispatch. If I had someone to help, it would save more of my time. In other words, Alexander was short of the extra eyes to watch the other players and look around the river in search of possible trout parking spots. As we know, Dmitry Davidov helped him with these experienced eyes over several world championships. But at this time, Dmitry fished by himself, also alone. This is the Area A, and we shall return here soon to meet Dmitry and Mario. In the meantime, we continue about dispatchers and their benefits. Except the source of information, they may have another task: to help the athletes to concentrate and at the same time not to get stuck. Change for baits with less feathered dressing. Try other types of retrieve and soft baits on single hooks. Now, go, 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 go. Take it easy, creep over there. You may present it just till the fit. Mend and give away. Ease down, pull back. That's it. No landing. Out of bank. Worrying much when you are a dispatcher, even more than a sportsman. Strange to believe that Evgeny Sedakov, an experienced participant in international tournaments, doesn't know where to cast and how to present. Alex just makes him back up and remember what Evgeny knows and can do. Dispatcher, coach, of course, worry about their anglers. That's how lucky we were reaching Alexei Shanin, assisting Alexei Ivashkov. By the way, Alex Ivashkov in the first day took third place in the Zone D, just behind 2 Slovakian anglers, who at the beginning of the story assured us with straight faces that they were just lucky enough with the start numbers. Alex was more frank with us.
Ivashkov, yeah?
Да.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, 19, 20, 21?
Понтон 21.
21. Oko bere.
I begin with that. I had a good start. It appeared to me I've got the most fishy sector, but it was difficult for fishing. Fish was spread tightly in local spots. If I got one, the other fish scattered immediately, even to the next sector. That was really bad for me. It was kinda tactical mistake. I got the last number in the second start. It was clear enough to have no chance to take a good sector. Alexei Shanin tactics really works, so my fit brought me 2 fish. There were about 10 takes and several losses. I managed to take a good sector that was ignored by the others. but there was nothing caught in the second start. Say, only 4 fish by 2. But when I got over there, I took 7 fish. I was able to pick up, thanks to Sasha Vorobyov, what fish needs exactly among silicon baits. So active search for fish, local angling only, not over the whole areas. I found some stone, fished it over with 1 or 2 casts, then made a move no matter if fish appeared or not. I avoided hanging back angling that one and lose the time at one place. I kept on tactics chosen, and I think I've made a good job. As for this particular river, I have to emphasize, considering the results of Slovakian guys taking 2 first places. They demonstrated unique technique of silicone baits fishing, and they have a lot to learn from them. Everyone knows that Alexei Shanin is able to collect the fish harvest due to the rapid movement and vigorous fishing. That's what he teaches his teammates. Anyway, Ivashkov Alexei looked at the end of the day as if he's just run a marathon. 2 of them. It's a feat for me. Observers noted that fishing skills of Russian anglers are adequate and efficient. Both teams are in the top 10, but for 2 anglers in Russian team number 2, it's only the 2nd international tournament to participate. And for 2 of them, Trout Union Cup is the first international performance. Experience is a acquirable feature that depends on the wish and the ability. But with the efforts of the Krasnodar Federation, it won't take a lot of time. So slowly we're moved on to the 3rd point. Remember, we have identified 3 components of a successful sports fishing: tasks of coach, information and tips from the dispatcher, the personal qualification of the angler. Many rightly admire the organization of managers and controllers of Slovakian, Czech and Italian teams. There is no doubt that the athletes themselves have a high level of skills. But on this particular event, a performance of the Bulgarian national team was evidently indicative. They came with a small team. They did not have any of dispatcher. But this is the team that ranked first at official team competition. It should be noted that at the Trout Union Cup, without exception, the athletes laid out total. Because Trout Union Cup was invented by the athletes themselves. By the way, right after the World Cup, which was held in the Czech Republic. And the question is not who performed worse, but who turned out better. You see, there is a difference. All those who are involved, without exception, can catch trout perfectly. Trout Union Cup identifies the best of the best, and we were able to observe the tactics of the anglers. So, who has more opportunities to win? That one who can define the tactics, can select appropriate tackle and baits, demonstrates perfect accuracy, controls the fish after the hook set. Yes, even the ability to unhook fish quickly and let it go from landing net. The longer you release, the less time you fish. Someone told us about his personal tactics, something we picked, and we are going to show you in the final part. And you will see that the role of personality in the sport should not be underestimated. In the meantime, the unusual. It is well known sport athletes are influenced by science. Fishing sport is no exception. Well, for example, the course of the D zone. It happens that no matter where we come, within many years, the D zone is a kind of real course. It's the most complicated zone, with less fish than in other zones. And this competition again proves that. In this zone appeared our sportsmen, Sasha Vorobyov, Losha Ivashkov. Now we are in the D zone. That is one of the most complex area by definition, particularly at any competition, because this zone is at the top of the river and all the stocked fish rolls downstream. It seems like there are objective grounds, but here in the Czech Republic, science of the Zone D was ashamed. Not only that, the record was set in the last round. So even on the first day in this area, most of the fish was caught here. Moreover, the only Russian athlete who was able to improve his result comparing with the first day, Dmitry Davidov, appeared in the D zone on the second day, and Bulgarian athlete Georgy Getov in the same area managed to catch 41 trout that brought him the first place of the day. That really helped the stunning team of Bulgaria to take the first place in the tournament, and to Georgy Getov, third place in the individual standings. Now we do not believe in miracles. Well, except that a little bit. You see, it was too many events that influenced the results of the Trout Union Cup and took their place in the Zone D. How much is here on luck and on the skills? We shall talk in the next episode.